Hi, I'm Emil de Tooy from BrainIT Consulting. If you have heard that you can connect artificial intelligence to your own business information, this guide shows you how to do it on your own computer without a paid API key. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. It is simply a standard way for an AI application to discover approved information and clearly described tools. 3 parts matter. Codex is the application where you ask your question. The MCP connection carries the request and the answer. Your own small program is the server, and the server decides what is actually possible. By the end, you will have a working server for a fictional business called Cedar Bridge Home Services. It publishes 1 resource and 2 tools. The resource returns an approved business profile. The first tool searches a recorded service catalog. The second checks a town against an approved service area list. That is the entire job. It cannot send an email, book an appointment, quote a price, change a file, or reach the internet. So when you ask whether the business cleans gutters, the answer comes from a file you control, not from the model's imagination. Before installing anything, write the service job in 1 sentence. Ours is this. Return only approved profile, service, and service area facts, and if the information is absent, say that a person must review it. Everything else is deliberately excluded. No real customer data, no payments, no messaging, no bookings, no file changes, no public hosting. That exclusion list is the real safety work. One thing worth knowing early, a local MCP server runs on your computer with the privileges of whatever started it. So read the command and the source before approving an unfamiliar one. Here, you build a source yourself. You need 2 free things, Node.js and a text editor. Install the current Node.js LTS release and Visual Studio Code if you do not already have an editor you like. One detail catches people out, so I will say it plainly. You need Node 22.19 or newer. The server itself would run on something older, but the testing tool we use later will not. Then download the starter. It contains the complete tested project, the data files, the server source, and the automated tests, so you always have a known good version to compare your own work against. 3 ideas make the code readable. A resource is reference information. Reading the business profile changes nothing. A tool takes structured input and performs 1 described operation, here, a search and a check. Each tool validates its input before doing any work. So an empty field produces a clear error instead of a guess. And STDIO simply means Codex starts your program and talks to it through its input and output streams. There is no website and no network port. That is also why the server never prints ordinary messages to standard output. That channel is carrying the protocol itself. Now prove the server works before any AI model is involved at all. MCP Inspector connects to your server directly. We run it as command line checks with the version pinned. So what you read in the guide is what appears on your screen. You list the resource, read the profile, then call each tool. Gutter returns 1 match. Pool repair returns none, and says so plainly. Clayton is supported, Athens is not. Then run the automated tests. 6 of them should pass. If any test fails, stop there and fix it before going anywhere near Codex. Only now do we add the AI. Install Codex and sign in with your ChatGPT account rather than an API key. Register your compiled server with Codex using its absolute path. That detail matters because Codex starts the server from its own working directory, so a relative path will quietly fail. Then work through the launch card. 6 deliberate cases: a known service, an unknown one, a supported town, and an unsupported one, a request with a town left out, and finally, ask it to book an appointment and email a price. There is no such tool, and it should not pretend otherwise. When it works, extend one boundary at a time. Level 1 is fictional, local, read-only data, which is what you just built. Level 2 swaps in approved real business facts. Level 3 adds a single authenticated remote read. Level 4 adds one write action that a person previews and approves first. Do not jump from level 1 straight to sending email or touching live customer records. Those steps need identity, permissions, privacy, activity records, and their own tests. Build the fictional version first, and if a second pair of eyes on the boundary would help, BrainIT is here.